everybody, and welcome back in the Bell Center from Montreal, Quebec. It's the Montreal Canadiens and the Toronto Maple Leafs in Throwback 2 out of 2, season game 2 out of 2. Leafs go in blue, and the Habs in white as we get started here tonight. Reversed from last game. Here's a shot that broke a stick. Carlo lets it go. Good save early, made by Montembeault. Here's Domi kicking that back to Riley. Riley in front. Carlo, that's way wide, and Domi back to Carlo. Backhander fed to the net. No one was there. Here comes Slavkovsky, kept in by a broken stick. Matthews shooting. There's a good save made by Montembeault on the broken stick. That rolled back in front. It's loose, and Matthews chipped it wide. In the corner, still has it. To the goal. He stopped. They score! William Nylander. Red hot. That's goals in 4 straight games. And the Leafs break the ice in Montreal. Good start for them. They've been dominating this first period, shot after shot, keeping it in. The Habs can't get it out, and the Leafs get rewarded with the first goal of the night here on the road. The road has been their weak point this season, but a good start here. 5 shots and a goal to show for it within the first 5 minutes of play here tonight, as we go back to 2006 era jerseys this afternoon. Carlo sends it in here. Toronto chasing that down. It's Domi. Fed it out front. Nobody was there. Matheson to Caulfield. Penalty on the play. It's going to Toronto. So to the power play go the Montreal Canadiens. Down 1 here. As here comes the faceoff. Shots 5-0 Toronto in the game. Habs will have their first look here. Draw one at Xhekaj. Moves in, centers. Ylonen right to the chest of Wall. Bouncer, it's kept in. Wow, that was tipped, and Wall made a good save. Wadden clears, it's not out. Wall will try, he does get that out to center. Here's Anderson with it. Leafs have been on a tear. They're 8-0-2 on the year. Gallagher moves in, centers. That one goes into the corner. So both their losses extra time. Waugh to Xhekaj, to the goal. Backhander to forehand, taken away by Benoit. Here's Waugh, turning it over at center. 50 seconds left on this power play. Gallagher to Ylonen. In they come. Ylonen stopped by Wall. In the corner, a big collision. That's going to be another penalty against Toronto. So back to the power play go the Habs again. It'll be a 5-on-3 briefly here. His defense will have to walk in quite quickly. Face-off 1, Habs have it. Matheson. Caulfield, good save made by Wall. As they found Caulfield on the feed, but Wall shut him down. Wall did a great job of shutting down Caulfield back in Toronto as well, and saw what he did in that 4-2 Toronto win. Matheson, that's fanned on, it's poked out, this might be trouble. It's a breakaway, and alone! Big save by the blocker there. Is 5-on-3 shorthanded attempt for Lorentz. Now it's 5-on-4 as it's given away to Riley. Pass turned over to Suzuki. Here comes Slavkovsky. Man open, it's Newhook to Suzuki. Big save made by Wall. Slavkovsky back. Matheson. There may have been a redirect, but Wall made the save. And they go back and forth with it. Now they clear it. 40 seconds left on the power play. 6 shots in the game now for the Habs. 6 shots in the game for Toronto. Even contest as here comes Newhook. In on goal. He's stopped by Wall. Benoit taking it back in the corner. They battle for it. It's cleared back down the ice, right on to Montembeault, and plays that down to Caulfield. Trouble here as McMahon was challenging. Slavkovsky, that's given away. Nylander right back in. Has the only goal in this game. Here's Waugh from the boards. Blocker save. Here's a shot. That's stopped as well. Now Benoit looks for a lane. Gave that away. Kept in. Now it's out. Slavkovsky. Here he comes. Has a man with him. Going right to the net. He's stopped by Wall. Wadden gave that away. It's Robertson with it back. Here's Waugh. 7 to go in the first period. Toronto with the lead. Wadden moves in. And Montembeault makes the stop and holds on to that. It got behind him. That could have been dangerous, but it stays a 1-0 game. Face-offs in the game. Montreal 3, Toronto 2. Leafs have the only goal this period. William Nylander. Credit for it. Face-off 1. Here's McCabe. Lets it go. That's blocked. Heckman Larson will try. Tipped wide. Yarncroke in front. That pass missed Nyes. McCabe, he'll shoot it. That's blocked. Got it back. And a huge save. Where is it? That could have been a goal, but the Leafs knocked it off and sealed the fate, as because they knocked it off, it will not count. Face-off coming. One back, Habs have it. It's Matheson. Here he comes up the right side with speed. A man open. Anderson. He's stopped by Wall. Thrown in front, and the Leafs clear it. Race to it. Here's Tavares. Backhander off the mask. Yarncroke to the point. There's a shot offside. 3 to go here in the first. Toronto 1, Montreal nothing. From Bell Center. Here's the draw. One back by the Habs. Matheson with control. Here's Matheson. Circles back with it. Nyes did a good job defending on that, but the Habs have control, and here they come. Evans to Anderson. He's in. He's stopped by Wall. 2 to go here in the first. There's a pass to Evans. Evans looks in, waits, drops, Gooley shoots, tip. That was blocked. They got it back in the Leafs clear. Yarncroke's not going to beat that one. 35 seconds to go here in the first. Toronto with the only marker. So here's the face-off. Right side. One back picked up by Matheson. To Gooley, that's blocked, got it back. Newhook taken by McCabe. And Yarncroke can't clear it. One last shot in the period. Ramps off a Leaf and into the seating. Well, the Leafs will bring a 1-0 lead into the locker room after one tonight for Montreal, and throw back 2 out of 2 between these two teams. William Nylander, the goal. Came within the first 4 minutes of play. And that ends the first as a shot off the blocker at the buzzer. Shot to goal in the hockey game. Toronto 12, Montreal 11. It's 1-0 Leafs after one. Hits 5-3 Toronto. Face off 7-3 Habs. They're 0-2 on the power play. Toronto's an ad one. 1-0 Leafs after one. Welcome into period 2 from Bell Center tonight. The Maple Leafs and the Montreal Canadiens, second and final meeting of the year. Toronto took the first one 4-2 last game back at home. Here's Matheson to Gooley. Just started the period. That's sent ahead to Slavkovsky. Here he comes with Caulfield to the net. Caulfield, big save off the blocker and into the seating here in Montreal. So a face-off to the right side of the Toronto goal. Habs have been great on home ice this year. Toronto surviving the threat so far. Matheson to Gooley, fanning on it. That was turned over. Pass ahead, not out. Gooley, here's Slavkovsky. Caulfield, and another save by Wall. He has had Caulfield's number in these two games, shutting him down a total of 10 times already. 10 out of 10 stops against Caulfield on shots faced. And obviously Caulfield has a wicked release. Gooley shoots. Blocker save Wall. Caulfield with it again to Matheson. Gooley, that deflects into the corner. Riley trying to get that back. Pass back to Gooley. Here's Matheson right into the mitt of Joseph Wall. Carlo. Pass finds Nylander. Here's William Nylander. Looks back, he'll drop it off. Riley stopped. It bounced over the stick of Nylander. Caulfield kept in but now out. And here comes Cole Caulfield, 2-on-1. Riley trying to get back. Here's the shot. What a save! Again, Joseph Wall. Tavares denies. Sends it in. Tavares is on it. Wine shoots. That goes wide. It comes back out. Almost halfway. 1-0 Toronto. Thanks to the goaltending of Joseph Wall. Goaltending this season has been the strong point for the Leafs. There's a penalty coming here to Montreal. Slashing the call, the Leafs to the power play. Here we go. The draw. One back, it's picked up by Robertson. Looks for a lane, has it, fake, shoots. Save made, here's Savard. Looking to just get it out. Evans will do that. As Matheson has it the rest of the way. We're past the halfway mark. This one gets in the Leaf zone. Pinned along the boards, but now taking it back is Yarncroke. Here comes Toronto to the attack. Kelly Yarncroke lost it, tries to get it back. Matheson getting it out. Here's Armia, shorthanded. Yolar Armia, whining and shooting, and Wall made the save. 50 seconds left on the power play. They still can't get a handle on it. Wadden. Here's Yarncroke, and finally the Leafs up ice. We hit the halfway mark. Toronto 1, Montreal nothing. Nye shooting. That goes in behind the net. Yarncroke. Back to Nye. 10 seconds on the power play. Matthew Nyes waits, shoots, tipped in front. It was loose. Backhander. Save by Montemo. And we are officially more than halfway now. Toronto still with the only marker in this one. William Nylander, the Leafs had 5 shots in a row in that first period, and that's what led to the first goal of the game. Nothing since. Here's Gooley. Looking ahead, he has help in Caulfield. Been shut down 12 of 12 times now. Has it, centers. That shot blocks. Slavkovsky to Suzuki. Stopped, and it bounced over the reach as it almost found Caulfield. Here comes Holmberg. Has a man open. It's Lorentz. Can't get the shot. Steven Lorentz opened the scoring last game. His goals in back-to-back coming into this one. Here's Suzuki. He's stopped by Wall. Bottom off. Here's Lorentz now. Scooting by. Moves in. Shooting. That deflects off the mark wide. Holmberg. Back to the point. Nobody there. And Wall will elect not to play it. Here's Morgan Riley in his own end. Pass finding Holmberg. To the middle of the ice, it's Lorentz. In over the Montreal line, he'll drop back to Camp. That shot, good save made, and it just trickles wide. Slavkovsky in the corner, turning it over. Morgan Riley with it, getting around the Montreal D and shooting. That's blocked. Now Carlo fakes and takes. That's stopped. Slavkovsky out of the zone. Here he comes. 2 to go in the period. Riley back to the Fen. Drop to Suzuki. Blockered away by Wall. A minute to go in the period. 1-0 Toronto. Waugh sends it in. 20 shots for Montreal in the game, but nothing to show. Here is Ylonen on the turnover. In come the Habs. One last chance in the second. Pearson is shut down. In the corner, 3 seconds. That's cleared, and it does just get out. That'll end the second. Toronto 1, Montreal nothing. After 2. Shots a goal in the hockey game. Montreal 21, Toronto 19. It's 1-0 Toronto after 2. Hits are 5 aside. Faceoffs 11 for Montreal. 0 for 2 on the power play. Toronto 0 for 1. 1-0. We go to the third. Welcome into period 3 from Throwback night in Montreal. The Leafs took the first one 4-2 back at their house. Habs look for revenge tonight. Nothing for 40 minutes. Nylander sends it in. Just started the third. Here's Domi. Pass in front. What a save. Tried to chip it back in front a second time, and that didn't work. Here comes Caulfield. Habs to the attack. Cole Caulfield. He's stopped again by Wall. Nylander to Morgan Riley. Defenseman stepping up. Here's the shot. It's blockered away. Domi to Riley. Backhander to the net. Easily stopped by Montemo, and he holds on for a faceoff. Just past the 3-minute mark here in the third. So here's the faceoff, left side of the net. One back by Matthews. Here's Carlo. Scores! Off the face-off, Brandon Carlo blows it by Sam Montemo. And Toronto extends the lead. It's 2-0. What a shot by Brandon Carlo. Goal number 1 on the season for him. This is what the Leaf defensemen have been looking to do, and this shot absolutely fools Montemo. Almost a redirect in front by Nylander, but it's in the nets, and it's 2-0 Toronto. Face off here, Matthews to take the draw. 2-0 Toronto here in the third now as Habs fans get quiet. Gooley to Matheson. Here's Suzuki moving in. Has a man going to the net. Found him. Matheson gave it away, and that will be trouble. Nylander, he's in on a break, and he's stopped by Montemo. What a save. Another chance. They score. Austin Matthews. Goals in back-to-back as he starts to heat up. It's 3-0 Toronto at 5:22 of the third. Look at this. What a save on the Nylander chance, and then thrown out front, it's Austin Matthews, and he's going to take the shot as Montemo's way out of position. Leafs have a wide open net, and they make it 3-0. Silence here, raining down from Montreal. It's been an all-Toronto game here tonight. Face-off one, here's Gooley with it. Has to be careful. He has Matheson to Suzuki. He's in, and he's stopped by Wall. Bouncer, that came in front. There's another stop. Another one, they score! Finally, something to cheer about as the Habs get on the board. It's 3-1. Well, if you're a Habs fan, you want to see better than this, and finally, they get one to beat. Joseph Wall just up and over his equipment, 3-1. Well, the Habs will take him any way they could get him right now as they're back in this game now, 3-1. Face-off one, picked up, given away to Nyes. Matthew Nyes, he's in, he shoots, he's stopped by Montembeault. Gets that back, Nyes again. Side of the net, tried to jam that, then wouldn't go. Pass in front, that was Gooley. Nyes with it again, he's stopped. Here's Yarncroke, he'll move in, he'll shoot, fans on it. And Waugh has it and plays it ahead to Armia. Yoel Armia, he's in, he's stopped by Wall. Carlo to Nyes, here come the Leafs again. Matthew Nyes getting by, he stopped and it stayed out. What a save by Sam Montembeault. Wow. Absolute robbery. Down and out, and he still made the save to keep it 3-1. Face-off won by the Leafs. McCabe fakes, takes, that's blocked. It rolls to the net. And Montembeault elects to hold on again. 9 to go. Toronto 3, Montreal 1. As the Leafs look to improve to 9-0-2 on the season. The best record that they have had in a very long time. Face-off one. Here's McCabe, stopped. Rebound, scores! David Kampf off the face-off, hard work down low. The Leafs get rewarded as they retake the 3-goal advantage. It's 4-1. Wow, just great work by the Leafs staying on the attack, and the Habs can't handle it. It's now 4-1. Face-off coming. Well, if you're a Montreal fan, you're probably getting up to go now. Here's a turnover, Nick Waugh, and this might be trouble. It's Scotty Lawton. He scores. And it is trouble as the Leafs make it 5-1. And you can see the fans getting up to leave. 12:08 gone here in the third period, and another goal for Toronto. Well, and you got to feel for them. They've been looking forward to this throwback night for a while. Same with the one in Toronto, and neither game has gone well for this club. McCabe. Here's David Kampf with it. 7 to go. Toronto 5, Montreal 1. Here's Wadden to the net. He scores again. What a rip. Scotty Wadden. And it's 6-1 as he goes back to back. And the boos raining loudly here from Bell Center. One-sided game, just everything at the net. This one, Jake Allen in net now, and that fools him as he has his first shot against. 6:44 to go. Still a lot of time on the clock, and it's getting ugly. Here's a turnover as McCabe picks it up. Pass finds Waugh. Leafs are in again. Waugh. There's McCabe trying to get it back. Gallagher. Habs just trying to get it out. They can't even do that. Here's Waugh. Wine shoots right to the chest of Allen. Face off in the Montreal zone. 4:50 to play. It's Toronto 6, Montreal 1. Here's the face-off. One back by the Leafs. McCabe winds, waits, shoots, tipped, save, and it goes just wide. Penalty to Toronto. Scott Wadden's going to head off for interference. Montreal to the power play. 0 for 2 in the game. They'll get one with 4:15 to go. Draw one. Xhekaj stopped by Wall. Bouncer gets there for Morgan Rielly, and he's gone. Rielly scores. Short-handed goal, and the Leafs make it 7-1. And it gets louder here from Montreal as the boos come down. This is just unreal for the Habs. You got to be better defensively, and it's been a disastrous night for them. Here's the face-off. Boos rain loud as play continues. Here's McCabe shorthanded in now. McCabe winds. He'll shoot. That was stopped. Didn't miss by much either. Riley in the corner with it. It's Waugh to Xhekaj. The only good news for the Habs is they're not going to get shut out tonight. Here's a turnover. Steven Lorentz. What a stop by Allen. Needed that big time as the crowd does applaud that. As here comes Ylonen. Morgan Riley taking it back. It's Waugh to Riley. Here they come again. Morgan Riley. Good job by Anderson taking that away. Ylonen short-handed. Leafs get it back. Lorentz. Pass missed everybody, but he's back to it. 2 seconds left on the power play. The shot stopped. Bouncer got away. 40 shots on the night for Toronto. What a performance. As we enter the last minute of play here in the third period. Leafs have it. Carlo for McCabe. And he has Tavares, and here they come again. Save made. Rebound goes behind the net. Leafs have it. Tavares in front. What a save again. Jake Allen. And that one may be put right at the net intentionally. You don't want to make this any uglier. Probably already have some sympathy for the Habs tonight. Or maybe not, as they get another here. On the rebound to make it 8-1. John Tavares will celebrate that one. With just 9 seconds left. Can't go fast enough for the Montreal crowd tonight. Face-off back to center. I don't think we've seen an ugly game like this for the Habs in a very long time against the Maple Leafs. As here's Tavares again. He won't stop. Make it 9. Wow. My goodness. A 9-goal night with 3 seconds left. It's 9-1. Yeah, you got to stop him from going to the net. If you're Jake Allen, you got to have this. And an ugly night gets worse for this Habs team. The Maple Leafs just about put up 10 digits here tonight from Montreal, but they will come away with a convincing 9-goal win. As they take down the Habs of a final score 9-1, they sweep the season set against Montreal 4-2 and 9-1. What a game. It's the best road performance of the year for Toronto. It's the best goal performance as well. Not much. You get to see 9 goals in a game, but you get one here tonight. As the Leafs down the Montreal Canadiens of a final score 9-1.